This is just going to be a quick video that discusses some of the main differences between general and subject-specific databases. A general database, for example Academic Search Complete, can be very useful as long as you're looking for enough information and the point of view that the authors are writing from can be varied. So, to give you an example, if I needed to write a 15-page essay on the causes, history, and impact of the Japanese-American internment, then a resource like Academic Search Complete might make perfect sense because it has a variety of different journals in it, including things that talk about economics, history, and sociology. All of those perspectives could be useful in writing a paper with various perspectives like the one I described above. However, if you have a more specific assignment, so say for example, I need to write a paper about the psychological impact of cyberbullying on teens, well, then you'd need to find the most information available about a topic, but you would also need a database that's going to give you journal articles in which the subject is approached from a very specific kind of way. So, for example, if you used a database like PsycInfo, that is an exclusively psychological perspective. So you can be fairly sure that if you did a search for cyberbullying and teenagers in PsycInfo, all of those would in some way deal with that topic from a psychological standpoint. Whereas if you looked up cyberbullying and teenagers in a general database like Academic Search Complete, you could be getting news stories, you might be finding book reviews, there could be a variety of different perspectives, not all of which would be in the field of psychology. And you might be asking yourself, well, isn't there going to be some overlap between a general database and a subject-specific one? And the answer is yes. In many cases, when you're doing a search in Academic Search Complete, you will see the same journal articles that appear in subject-specific databases. But one of the keys here is that if you need journal articles that really talk about a subject from a particular academic stance, that's really when those subject-specific databases are going to be the most useful to you. And also it's going to depend on the kind of assignment you have. If your assignment says you need to look at this from a sociological perspective, educational, psychological, those different databases are going to make your research a lot easier. It also depends on the kind of information you need. If you're looking to see as many results as possible, a general database might in fact be more useful because they have that multidisciplinary perspective. However, the amount of information you want also depends. If all you want to see is the smallest, most relevant number of results, especially in a particular discipline, then a subject-specific database may be the best bet for you. So let me just give you a quick example of the differences in search results between a couple of subject-specific databases and a general database. Okay, so here we are at the Tri-C Library website. If you ever need to get to this, easiest way to get here is just by Googling Tri-C and library. But for right now, since we just need to get into a general database quickly, I'm going to go into Finding Articles, and you'll see that Academic Search Complete is at the top of the results. And again, this is basically the everything but the kitchen sink sort of database. So if we do a search for cyberbullying and teenagers, once we limit to full text results, you'll see that there are 266 possible results here. But here's the quickest way to switch between a general and a specific database. If you look next to the name of the database that we're in, you'll see a link that says Choose Databases. As long as you're in any EBSCOhost database, these options are going to be here. So when you click on Choose Databases, you'll see that there is a wide variety of different databases available, and many of them are subject-specific. So if you see a name like Business Source Complete, you can be reasonably certain that that focuses on things from a business standpoint. If you wanted to get more information about the database, you can always hover your cursor over that little yellow piece of paper, and it will give you more information. But the examples that I talked about before were from a psychological and sociological perspective. So to switch back and forth, and keeping in mind that we have 266 general database results, let's go ahead and uncheck Academic Search Complete, and we'll check PsycInfo, which is the kind of flagship psychology database. So when you click OK, it wipes your results clean, but it will keep your terms and you can just redo your search. And even after we say only show me the linked full text results, you can see that we have a much smaller number of results here. Now part of that is going to be the terms that I used, but this is a pretty good example of the difference in quantity between a general and a specific database. And just for one more quick example here, if we turn off PsycInfo and turn on SocIndex, which is the flagship sociology resource, and we redo our search and narrow to full text, so you'll see that within SocIndex there's slightly more results available than in PsycInfo, but still far less than in that general database. So if you're looking for journal articles within a particular discipline, or you want to look and see how your topic is viewed from within one field, those subject-specific databases can be a big help to you. But if your main goal is to see as much as possible about a topic, then keep in mind that general databases might be your best bet. So thanks for watching.